morning, children. I welcome you all into this session. Today we are going to recite, we are going to discuss very interesting poem, Your Old Father William. Your Old Father William is actually the poem structured as a dialogue between son and his father. Actually here, this poem is blend of the queries asked by the son and even the answers, the reply given by his father, and that too in funny manner. Here, the theme involves generation gaps, specifically how different generations can fail to understand one another. As we all know, grandfather, his generation is different. Father, his generation is different. Even grandson, his mentality, his generation is different. And how there's a gap between these generations, how they face each other, all these things we'll discuss in this poem. The poem brings out this theme for our focus through the dialogue between old and young man. Here, the young man represents the younger generation, whereas old man represents the older generation. The poet of this poem is Lewis Carroll, a very famous, eminent poet. His actual name is Charles Ludwig Dodson. He is better known by his pen name Lewis Carroll. And even he was a very famous English writer of children's fiction. Notably, Alice in Wonderland and the sequel, Through the Looking Glass, all these are very famous novels among children. Even Alice in Wonderland, this novel is changed into a serial, and many children love to see these series. Here, Alice in Wonderland is very beautiful novel. Why I can say that? Because it is full of fantasies. The imagination of the poet is different, and so it was very much famous among the children. He was born on 27 January 1832 in the United Kingdom and died on 14 January 1898 in the United Kingdom. Some of his famous poems are The Walrus and the Carpenter. Even he is remembered for the very famous novel Alice in the Wonderland. So let's start the poem. Let's discuss the poem. Here, in this picture, in this image, you can see Father William has turned upside down, and his son is standing in front of him, and he is asking him questions. So what are his queries? All these things we'll see in this stanza. So I am reading this first stanza. We'll discuss this first stanza now. Your old Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white. And yet you incessantly, means continuously, you stand on your head. Do you think at your age it is right? Father William here is standing upside down, you can say. And the son is asking question that, your old Father William. The young man said, means this resembles his son. The young man said, your old Father William, and your hair has become very white, means your hair has turned grey. These are the signs of old age. And how can you do all these things continuously? How can you stand on your head continuously? The puzzles, what were running in the mind of the young man, he is asking that as questions. It's puzzling for him. Okay, it's puzzling him that how he can stand on his head. In this advanced age, your hair has grown white still. How can you stand like this on your head? It puzzles the young man. Father William, instead, he replies it in a very funny way. So what is the reply of Father William? We'll see in next stanza. Here, we'll discuss the answer or how Father William replied to his son's question. In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I fear it might injure my brain, but now that I am perfectly sure I have none. In this second stanza, he is saying that I am scared, I am feared. I was feared that it might injure my brain. So all these things I am doing it again and again. Why I do it again and again? In this second stanza, Father William replies the young man's question, and he is saying that he tells that he is able to stand like this on his head because in his youth he was scared, he was afraid that it might injure his brain. Father William then asserts that he used to do all such things nowadays because he knew he has no brain and nothing, or his brain will not be injured. It may not injure his brain. And so there is no need of compensation and all that, or no need of injuries. He can do anything, and so like that he is doing these actions repeatedly. This is the funny reply of Father William. Even he has done many such things in this poem. For example, see this picture, you can understand how Father William is balancing an E on his nose. So he has done many acrobatic things, many acrobatic movements which puzzled the youth, the son. And so he is asking many questions to his father. Father is replying these questions in very funny way, funny manner. So what all other things he has done, what were the movements, acrobatic movements he can do, all these things we'll see in next video. By that time, bye, have a nice day, see you tomorrow again.